If you're struggling to save time, follow these 9 tiny 1 minute habits which I personally use to save more than 18 hours every week. Hey time billionaires, you must have planned something like this in the past often. From tomorrow onwards, I will wake up at 5 am, will go to gym at 5:30, eat healthy breakfast at 7, then I will read one chapter of self-help book, go to office, come back and have fruits in the evening, attend Zumba class around 6 to 7 pm and have dinner by 8 pm so that I can hit the bed by 10 pm. This plan sounds familiar, right? But within a week, you start struggling to manage all this and finally, you give up on everything. Relax, don't worry. I too was the same like you and majority of the world is like us. As per report done by Statistic Brain Research Institute, 92% of people fail to achieve their New Year resolutions. But then I started to think deeply, why do I fail every time when I try to form a new habit? And the reason I got was simple. I was trying to learn to reverse the car even before I learned to shift gears. In simple words, I was trying to create hard habits which are not possible to practice easily. And that's when I learned something called atomic habits. Atomic habits are small activities which won't take more than 1 minute to perform. So let's see those 9 tiny habits and hopefully it will save more than 18 hours every week for you as well. Automate everything you can. I am someone who forgets everything. Whether it's an ATM PIN number, email password, paying my electricity bill or even having my lunch, I can just forget everything and it really used to waste a lot of my time and money to fix these up. Thus, I have developed this first tiny habit of automation. I have automated all my utility bills, credit card payments and even subscription so that I need not think about it often. This may seem very simple at first, but believe me, within a few days, you will start acknowledging the power of this tiny 1 minute habit. So get up and automate everything to relax. Once you have done this, the next thing you can do is say no to everything you can. Now, suppose you have an important presentation tomorrow and a friend calls you to join him for a movie, what will you do? Logically, you must say no, but often we are so hesitant to say no. Instead, we join them for a movie and then complete the presentation by staying awake all night. So, no rocket science in this small habit. Many times, all these simple habits saves us a lot of time and energy just by saying a simple no. But yes, don't be rude and use your creative mind to come up with some amazing excuses which our friends itself give us sometimes.
I can't come in today, I'm sick.
The next tiny habit is eat that frog. Now I know it's not possible to say no every time. There will be times when you will be super loaded with work which are all important. And that's where this amazing habit of eating the frog will help you. It goes like this. Consider all your pending tasks as frogs and then look out for the biggest and most ugliest frog and start eating it. It's generally the most important task which is also urgent. This way you would prioritize things based on urgency and importance rather than eating small tadpoles which are very tiny and not at all in priority list. Another quick way I do to prioritize my work is by following the 4Ds formula where I immediately check any task for these actions. The 4D technique is do it, delay it, delegate it and dump it. Most of my tasks gets eliminated by simply delegating it to my team. And I free up my time for doing most important things which can be done only by me. Now, you might ask me, Abu, I'm a startup founder and I don't have a big team like you to delegate everything. Then how do I manage things? It's very easy. Simply rely upon people surrounding you. Even today, I proudly say all my family members are shareholders in my company because right from my father, my mother, even my siblings and nieces help me by doing different tasks in my business. Ask help from people, they will definitely help you. The next tiny habit which saves me a lot of hours is Zen mode. I remember whenever I used to start some important task like working on some business presentation or checking my accounts, there was suddenly a notification that someone liked your reel. And I used to get very curious to see how many likes and views my reel got. This used to break the rhythm of work I was doing and something which could have been done in an hour used to take more than 3 hours due to these distractions. Thus, I started this small tiny habit of putting my phone in flight mode. And though it may seem simple, it's a very powerful way to keep us away from the world and enhance your focus, which is very rare these days. The next tiny habit is the 3M 1C technique. According to a recent report by Red Sea Strategy Consultants, an average Indian spends 7.1 hours on mobile phone. And if you really want to save time, you need to cut down something from here. When I searched my screen time data on my phone, I found that I used to spend a lot of time on WhatsApp, and thus I immediately started following this 3M 1C technique which brought down my phone usage drastically. So it's a simple one. Whenever someone texts you on WhatsApp and you have to reply for more than 3 times, just make a call. And trust me, it not just saves time, but it ensures that your instructions are properly conveyed as well. And if calling is not an option, definitely use the voice notes, which take much less time than typing. We all know we used to waste a lot of time on our mobile phones, but I must say, if you use this technique judicially, it will save tons of your time and energy. And the next tiny habit is use productivity apps. As I already told you many times, my weight was 110 kgs few years back, and I made so many resolutions to cut down on my diet, to start playing badminton, to do morning walks and whatnot, but all of that failed. Finally, I understood that all I need to do is focus on one very small tiny step, and apps like Healthify and Samsung Health helped me a lot. So you also should adopt this tiny habit of making best use of these productivity apps, which sends you timely reminders and motivates you to achieve your goal. Talking about health, another tiny thing I do is what I call inversion. Instead of focus on eating healthy, I made a list of what not to eat things. And by sticking to this list, I assured my mind that apart from this small list, I have everything else in the world to eat. But all that was left were healthy options, which really helped me to become fit. So once you have inverted things for yourself, the next small tiny habit to follow is time blocking. As I've already informed you, I am someone who forgets things very easily. At times, it's quite embarrassing when I do not show up for meetings, only because I forgot it. And thus, my tiny habit of blocking every hour of my day on Google Calendar has always helped me to stay on track and save my time. Even my haircuts are scheduled on the Google Calendar, and this thing really saves a lot of time as I don't have to keep planning my day again and again. You can further strengthen this tiny habit by following day theming, like for me, Sundays are for webinars and Mondays are for recordings, and likewise, even I limit my options on clothing by repeating same sweatshirts, and all such small things saves a lot many hours on weekly basis. Next thing that boosts my time is dope your brain. This song, I have heard this for like 1000 times, and guess what? It has always helped me to stay motivated. Now, there are many researches which shows that music relaxes your mind, it changes your mood, and it can make you feel good, make you feel uplifted. And thus, whenever I feel demotivated and do nothing, I just play this song. And this works every time for me. I become motivated, I become more active, and I start taking actions. All this in just 1 or 2 minutes. Thus, you can also try music or some short motivating video clips which can make you feel full of energy and enthusiasm. And once you have done that, the last tiny habit you can develop is club your best and worst. You must be feeling that it's all good to listen Abu, but it's not easy to stop watching reels and shorts. It's not easy to stop watching my favorite comedy show which eats my 30 to 40 minutes of precious time daily. Well, fine. We are all humans and we deserve to enjoy a limited time. But this next small tiny habit can let you enjoy your guilt with pleasure. So all you have to do is a very simple thing. You need to club your bad habit with a good one. Like if I'm watching a reel, I must be on a treadmill around my room. If I have to eat my favorite sweet, I need to ensure that I have burnt same amount of calories by extra cardio in the gym. And it can be any other such things which are customized to your needs, and this way you will never regret about wasting your time. So friends, these are the 9 tiny habits which saves a lot of my time every week. And I assure you that if you follow the small 1-minute habit, it will save many hours for you. But remember, do not rush to implement all the habits at once. Start with any one simple habit you like and give it at least 21 days before you add the next habit. This way, it will be fun to see yourself becoming a productive superhuman. But wait, are you the one who's wasting your life by doing grave mistakes? Do you always feel stuck in life? If yes, do check out this another powerful video of mine which will definitely help you to become your best version. So see you in that video. Until then, it's me signing off, your Time Billionaire Abu.